Today I want to show a real important concept, probably the first thing you should master when you're working on guard retention is frames, okay? So what it basically looks like is anytime I'm here at Felix and he tries to pass my guard, at some point he's gonna get close. So what I want is a cross shoulder frame like this, and I want my other hand can either be a frame here inside the bicep, or I can have my elbow framing his knee, okay? This is very situational dependent. But basically, you should master using your arms here, where you're focusing on not pushing too much, because if you push, he can start to slap that arm away, okay? But if you relax too much, you can start to collapse the frames and get close, right? So using these frames, it's all about having contact, but basically not allowing him to get any closer than to my elbow here, okay? So if I try to push any further, he can deflect this frame, and if I let him get closer than this, he can collapse the frame. So we want to play in the sweet spot where we're not overextending the frame and where we're not getting our frame collapsed. So what I'm thinking of when I'm using this frame here is my forearm has to block both shoulders. My hand blocks the far shoulder, my elbow blocks the near shoulder, okay? My fingers here, I just dig him down here, back on the back of the shoulder blade, and this elbow, I just want it flared. Not too much, so he can dive under it, or shoot dashes, okay? And not too tucked in, want it right here. So when I feel him put pressure in, that's where I meet him with pressure. So I open my elbow and I push a little bit with my hand. As I feel him go back, I can just relax this frame, okay? So think about it. He has to go to here and no further. So if I feel him come closer than that, I start to push a little bit. As soon as I feel him retreat, I just relax. This hand's job here is to block the cross face. So he tries to cross face me, grab my head. This hand stays inside, blocks, okay? It can be grip on the hand when he's far away. When he's close, is this. If he's got my head, I frame with the hand inside like this, holding my own face, flexing my wrist, and I'm gonna pump my elbow out and get back to here. So basically, just by using these two frames, effectively, your guard retention will be a lot stronger. And a lot of people mess this up. They're trying to go, grab the head, stuff like that, and it's just gonna make him get close and collapse you, okay? So move back to this angle here. Situation, I'm playing guard. Felix is looking to step in for knee cut. If I just stay open like this, he's gonna cut through when there's no frames. So what I'm looking to do when I feel like maybe he's got his leg inside is I'm gonna retreat. And as he comes forward, I have these frames in. If I have a knee shield in, that's great, but I'm not always gonna have that. Sometimes it's gonna be real close. Okay, so maybe I only have a hook down here and my frames are gonna save me. So as he comes through, tries to cut, I can use those frames to hip escape, bring my legs back in, and now I'm in a position where I can attack. Okay, same goes for if maybe he's low, maybe he's on his knees, and he pushes forward, same thing. Okay, so this looks kind of like a half guard. And it basically is. I can hook with this leg, but I just want my elbow and knee connected, preferably on both sides. And I want this cross shoulder frame and this bicep checker here. So if he tries to grab my head, I just bring my elbow out, tuck it in, and I just check this biceps. My top arm, it just makes a frame. So keep this as a defense first. Once you find comfort in your defense, I feel like Felix is not going to go any further. This is where I start my attacks. So I could take my knee shield high, move him away, get up on underhooks. Or maybe I could push his head the other way, go for a Kimura. If he was knee cutting, coming in, knee cutting here. One of the things I like to do from here is if I can get a grip on his foot, I can start to elevate him up, spin under. And even if he cuts through, this is a little little bonus material. Even if he cuts through, I can actually hit a triangle. He cuts through, I bring my legs in, now he's overextended. I can throw my heel over his shoulder, start to lock my legs, get to the trap triangle, get to the full triangle, and catch him here, right? So my attack comes from having my frames up first, denying him chest-to-chest control, and then secondly, once I've denied that and I've denied the crossface, this is where I go for the counterattack.